The room was drenched in shadow, the only light flickering from the small flame of a silver Zippo lighter. Tong sat lazily in the chair, his long finger flipping the lighter open and shut, the golden glow reflecting in his sharp eyes. He leaned back, staring into the fire as though it held all the secret of the world. The heavy wooden door cracked open. Footsteps echoed across the marble floor. The stopped. Man bowing, voice low. Sir, I have information. Tong didn't turn. He snapped the lighter shut with a sharp click, silence wrapping around him like a smoke. Tong, calm, worried. What is it? The man hesitated, choosing his words carefully. John Shankuk, the man who built his empire on blood, the one everyone calls invisible. He has only one weakness. That caught Tong's attention. He leaned forward, the zipper flickering open again, flame dancing in the entrance. Tong, slowly, dangerously. And what is it? The man bowed lower, whispering the words. Kong, afraid the wall might betray him. Cocaine, sir. His one addiction, his only flaw. For the moment, silence. Only the faint hiss of fire. Then Tong's lips curled into a slow, wicked smile. He held the lighter closer, staring into the flame as if it revealed Shankuk's downfall. Cocaine, or my lips. He snapped the lighter shut, the flame dying instantly, leaving only darkness and the ghost of his smirk. Tong, final whisper. Let's see which one he becomes obsessed with. The Zippo closer. Club was a buzzing storm of neon light and heavy bass. Bodies moving like waves to the rhythm. Smoke curled around the ceiling, mixing with the scent of expensive liquor and expensive mistakes. Shankuk sat alone at the bar, glass of whiskey in one hand, his eyes scanning the crowd like a predator. The dim light caught his sharp angle of his face, the darkness in his gaze only intensified by the faint turmoil of craving. He tried to hide. From across the room, Tong watched, leaning against the wall. He twirled a small silver pocket in his fingers. With a subtle smirk, he opened it and tapped the white powder against his lips, blending it lightly with his lip tint. With a slow, deliberate motion, Tong tossed the empty pocket aside and started walking toward Shankuk. Let's see if you can decline this divine beauty or draw in their intoxication test. Shankuk gaze fell on him. He knows him. He damn knows this is Tong, his enemy's son. Kim Tong walking toward him. Shankuk gaze followed him. Something about the way Tong moved made his pulse spike, made the craving twist sharper in his chest. Tong slowly, almost to himself, as he reached the bar. Let's see which one you crave more, me or powder. Before Shankuk could react, Tong leaned in, brushing past him. The scent of the drug and him hit Shankuk like a live wire. It was all he could think about. Shankuk restrained, shuddered. He reached out, gripping Tong by his wrist, and pulled him into the edge of the bar. Glasses rattled, and the bartender froze. But Shankuk didn't care. His lips crashed onto Tong's, rough, demanding, and utterly unrelenting. Tong's hand went to his chest, trying to push him back, but Shankuk only deepened the kiss, pressing him harder against the counter, as if he could consume every piece of him. The taste of the powder on Tong's lips was a heavy mix of a natural sweetness, and Shankuk couldn't separate the two. Time blurred, the music became distance. All Shankuk could feel was the addictive pull of Tong's lips, the warmth of his body pressed against his. Every gaze was desperate, feverish, leaving them both breathless, yet craving more. When he finally pulled it back, just barely, Shankuk's chest heaved, dark eyes wide. He pushed a strand of hair from Tong's face. Tong, nice move, John. But do you know who I am? Shankuk hoarsely. You are poison, and I can't stop. Tong's smirk returned. Slower, more dangerous now. His hands resting lightly on Jungkook's chest, feeling the rapid heartbeat beneath. Tongue soft, tasting, addicted. Already? Jungkook didn't answer with words. He silenced his tongue with another hungry, senseless kiss, as though letting the world know he was his now. 7 nights straight, Jungkook had showed up at the same club every night, every drink, every beat of the music. It all led him back to the one thing, the taste of Kim Dong. He hated himself for it, hated that he couldn't stay away, hated that the memory of that kiss burned hotter than any drug he had ever touched. The worst part of all, he hated that he knew exactly who Thong was, his enemy's son, the one he should destroy, not desire it. Tonight was no difference. He sat in the shadow of VIP Lung, whiskey untouched, eyes scanning the crowd until there, Thong, on the floor. His body moves like liquid, senseless and free, lost in the rhythm. His silk shirt clung to his skin under the neon light, his hair messy, his lips parted, a stranger pressed against his back, hand wandering, lips moving in sync. Something snapped inside Jungkook. He stormed down from the lung, cutting through the crowd like a predator through the prey. When he reached them, his hand shot out, shoving the man so hard he stumbled into the others. Jungkook didn't even spare him a glance. His hand was already around Thong's waist, pulling him back firmly against his chest. Thong head fell back onto Jungkook's shoulder, a teasing smirk curving on his lips. Jealous? Jungkook screamed tightening, his voice a dark growl against Thong's ear. No, not at all. Thong let out a laugh, soft and sinful, and Jungkook saw the sound was more dangerous than any drug he had ever taken. His chest ushered with the craving to hear it again, to own it. Jungkook thinking, God, I am going to get addicted to that laugh too. Unable to stop himself, Jungkook dipped his head, lips brushing along Thong's neck, a slow, lingering kiss. Thong's laughter hissed, his body arching slightly. Jungkook trailed his lips up his jaw, then across his cheek, slow, worshipping it, desperate. Finally, he spun tongue to face him. Their chests collided, eyes locked in storm, and then Jungkook kisses him, hard, reckless, senseless. The cloud blurred, the music deafened. All Jungkook could know was the taste of Thong's lips, the way they fit against his, the way every kiss drove him deeper into obsession. His hand clutched Thong's face, as if afraid he might disappear, while Thong only smirked into the kiss, fueling the fire. When Jungkook finally pulled back, breathless, his forehead rested against Thong's. His voice lasted with need. Jungkook, say whatever you want, laugh however you want, but you are mine now. Thong smirked widened, his fingers brushing Jungkook's collar, resting, tasting, teasing, then prove it. And Jungkook silenced him with another kiss, uncertain of the crowd, uncaring of the world, because his new addiction had a name, Kim Dong. Krista, Shannon and Anna glittering over the marble floor as the party continued. Waiters moved through the crowd with tray of champagne. A soft classic music played. Jungkook stood with his business associate, impeccably dressed, a glass of aged whiskey in his hand, engaging in polite small talk with an investor. Yet his mind wasn't on the deal, the compliment, or the approval of the crowd. It was on him. Across the sea of crown and terrorist suits, Jungkook spotted Thong, wine glass in hand, his long hair brushing perfectly over his shoulder, his clicking rhythmically against the floor. He moved like a model on a runway, each step deliberate, each smirk little. That casual tilt of his head, the curve of his lips, It was as if the world had cared for him. Shankuk's throat went dry. He couldn't stop himself. He pushed past polite nod and laughter, lingering the stare, following him through the crowd like a man drawn by gravity itself. Down, of course, knew he was being allowed, followed. He glanced back, catching Shankuk's dark gaze, and smacked wider, letting the tension simmer as he held Shankuk forward toward a quiet corner of entrance. Once they were alone, the world seemed to shrink. Music and chatter became distance. The night air cooled on their flushed skin. Without a word, Shankuk grabbed Tong by his waist, pulling him close. Tong's wine glass wobbled and fell on the floor, shattering into scattered droplets that glistened like tiny stars. But neither noticed it. Their lips collided with a hunger that was violent, desperate. Shankuk's hand roamed freely, one gripping Tong's thigh, lifting it slightly to ensure him against his body. Tong circled his hand around Shankuk's neck, the other treading into the dark hair, tugging him close. The kiss was slow and searing, then sudden, the consuming. Shankuk's lips traced Tong's jaw, then back to his mouth, teeth grazing lightly, tongue pushing for dominance, tasting every inch. Tong's moan was soft but intoxicating. His body pressed harder. Shankuk's hand exploring his back, gripping, pulling, memorizing. He lifted Tong slightly against the wall, body flush against body, the heat between them undeniable. Their breath mingled, harsh and ragged, heart thudding like drum in the silence terrace. Every touch, every circle of a hand, every desperate pull was addictive. They weren't just kissing, they were consuming each other, addicted to the danger, the thrill, and the undeniable pull that neither could resist. Finally, they broke apart for a fraction of a second, forehead pressed together, breathing hard, eyes dark with need. Shankuk's voice was a cruel, soaked in desire and obsession. Shankuk Horsey, you are mine. Do you understand me? Tong's smirk was devilish, teasing, but his hand lingered on Shankuk's shoulder. The circle of his thighs around Shankuk was tight, daring him to prove it. Tong stopped teasing. Then show me. And with that, Shankuk captured him again, lips crashing down in another senseless, addictive kiss, completely lost to each other as the high class party carried on around them, oblivious to the storm raging in the terrace corner. Thong's room was dark, the curtains half drawn, moonlight spilling across the bed where he lay sprawled, his body resting carelessly on his stomach, a loose shirt riding up his back, short barely clenching to his hips. His pale thighs cocked the dim light, soft, smooth, dangerously inviting. Shankar stood by the window. He had climbed through, chest rising and falling as he drunk in the side. 2 weeks. 2 weeks without tongue smirk, without the taste of his lips, without the burn that only he could give. It was enough to drive him mad. He beat down hard on his lower lip, eyes tracing every curve revealed before him, the long stretch of thighs, the deep of his waist, even the faint curve of his ass peeking out of the shorts shifted, which each slow breath Thong took, unable to resist. Shankar crept closer, the mattress tripping slightly as he sat down, his hand trembling as he hovered, then slowly descended, brushing over Thong's thighs, fingers tracing up, possessive and careful at once. Then heat of the skin under Shankuk's palm made his head spin. Shankuk whispering, "You drive me insane, Thong." He leaned down, lips coasting over Thong's thighs, planting a slow, lingering kiss. His breath fanned hot against the smooth flesh as he pressed another and another, lips dragging dangerously close to the hem of those shots. Just as Jungkook's mouth lingered lower, Thong suddenly stirred, his body jolting, eyes snapping open, and he pushed himself up on the elbow. Confusion and sharp awareness of someone actually planting kisses. Thong, horsey, half asleep, but aged with fire. Jungkook? Jungkook froze, cock red-handed, his lips still inches away from Thong's skin, his chest hardened, eyes dark and wild with obsession. For a moment, silence thickened between them, broke only by the sound of the both of their uneven breathing. Then Jungkook and slid firmer up Thong's thigh, his voice low and rough. "Jungkook, you keep me waiting too long." Thong blinked, the sleep from his eyes, gaze sharpening as he registered Jungkook's hand possessively splaying across his thighs. His lips covered slowly, dangerously, even as his voice came out low and teasing, Thong smirking faintly. "2 weeks, and you sneak into my room like a thief in the night? Pathetic, John." Jungkook jaw clenched, his body leaning over Thong's shadow, swallowing the space between them. His eyes burned, wild, desperate. Jungkook, horsey, close to his ear. "Call me pathetic, all you want. I don't care. I just need you." Before Thong could understand, Jungkook's lips crashed onto his, fire and consuming. The kiss was wild, all teeth and hunger, as though he was pushing Thong for every second he had made him feel. His hand roamed roughly, one gripping Thong's jaw to keep him in place, other sliding dangerously up under the hem of his shirt. Thong groaned into the kiss, half in protest, half in pleasure, his hand pushing at Jungkook's wrist, only to fist into his shirt instead. His smirk melted against Jungkook's mouth, replaced by the low, breathless laugh. Thong between kisses. "God, you really are addicted, aren't you?" Jungkook bit Thong's lower lip, pulling back just enough to growl against his mouth. "No, I am obsessed." He pushed Thong flat on the mattress, pinning him there as he devoured his mouth again, lips moving greedily, tongue sliding in to taste what he had been starving for the week. Thong's legs shifted under Jungkook's weight, one of them instinctively hanging under Jungkook's waist, dragging him closer until their bodies were flush. The kiss deepened, turning, teasing, Thong's hand tightening into Jungkook's hair, yanking hard enough to draw a groan from him. Jungkook only kisses harder, his head exploring like he couldn't get enough, like Thong every very skin was the drug he craved. When they finally tore apart, both gasping, Jungkook pressed his forehead against Taung's eyes, feverish, voice raw. Jungkook, you don't get to disappear on me again. Not for a day, not for an hour. Taung chuckled breathlessly, smack tugging back at his lip despite the heat of the moment. Taung, careful Jungkook, obsession burns. But Jungkook only kisses him again, deepening deeper, as if daring the fire to consume them both. The air between them was still hot, lips swollen, breath tangled. Then the bedroom door slammed open. Taung froze. His father stood there, eyes burning with fury. Behind him, army cars filled the doorway. Guns raised and trained on Jungkook. Father, furious, voice blowing. Cheon Jungkook. Before Taung could react, strong hand yanked Jungkook off the bed, tearing him away from Taung's body. Jungkook stumbled out, but didn't resist, chest having as he wiped at his mouth with the back of his hand. Blood smeared across his lip from where Taung had bitten him earlier, but instead of fear, a dark laugh spilled out his mouth. Taung, shaken, trying to get up. Father, wait. But his father punched Jungkook's face. Before he could say more, the sound echoed sharp and brutal. Jungkook's head snapped to the side, blood trickling from the corner of his mouth. Still, he laughed, low, bitter, mocking. Jungkook, horsey, chuckling through the pain. Do it. Hit me again. You think this changes anything? Your son already treats like mine. Taung heart lurched. Stop it, please. His father rage only deepened. He struck Jungkook again, this time his fist raining down harder until Jungkook's face was bloodied, lips split, body barely holding upright. The guard stayed still, guns aimed, waiting for the order. Jungkook's laughter didn't stop. It was twisted, broken, but steady. Every chuckle made Taung's stomach knot tighter. Then his father turned to him, voice sharp, filled with venom. Why are you stopping me? Didn't I tell you what he did with your sister? Don't you know what this monster did? Do you, Taung? Years ago, this man tortured your sister. He broke her until she couldn't even stand in this house with her head held high. And now you let him put his filthy hand on you? Taung's breath caught. His hand trembled as he gripped the sheet. His father's word felt like poison seeping into him, but his gaze kept sliding to Jungkook, bleeding, smiling through the pain. I still looked on him like he was the only thing that mattered. Taung, no, that's not true. Father, snapping. You think I would lie to you? He ruined your sister's life, and now he is come to ruin yours. Jungkook spat blood onto the floor, then raised his head slowly, his swollen lips curling into a smirk. Believe what you want, Taung, but you know me. You know me. Look in my eyes and tell me I will never hurt you or her. Taung's chest tightened. His father's hand was still gripping Jungkook's collar, ready to give the order for the guard to finish it. Jungkook, bloody and broken, just laughed again like he wasn't the one on the edge of the death. And in that moment, Taung realized that the truth didn't matter. What mattered was that no one, not even his father, had ever made his heart race the way Jungkook did. But was Jungkook really guilty, or was this all a part of a game? The guards tightened their grip on Jungkook as Mr. Kim barked, Father, court, take him, drag this field to the basement. Let him rot where he belongs. Two men grabbed Jungkook's arm by his arm, yanking him away. The boys scrambled across the floor, blood dripping from his bit lip as he forced himself toward the door. Still, he hid snapping back, looking at Taung. Jungkook, hoarsely, ailing. Taung, stop this, or else you will never be able to kiss me again. Taung's chest tightened. His throat closing. He stayed frozen, words trapping in his mouth. Jungkook, louder, desperate, trying to break him. Die, please. You will never taste me again, never hold me again. The guard dragged him across the floor. His voice echoed, each word clawing into Tong's chest. Shankuk was bleeding, bruised, but his fire hadn't dimmed. It burned hotter. Tong lips parted, his body jerking forward. Tong snapped, stepping after them. Father, wait! But his father, furious glare, stopped him cold. Enough, Tong. You don't understand anything. The plan was for you to trick him, not to lose yourself in him. And yet, here you are, looking at him like he owns you. Tong froze, guilt and fear tangling in his chest. Father, threatening. Should I show you in the same basement with him? Lock you in the same darkness until you remember where your loyalty lies? Tong breathed easier. He shook his head quickly, stumbling back as well. His hand trembled at his side. Shaku's smile slowly faded. For the first time that night, fear flickered across his bloodied face. Not for himself, but for Tong. His body sagged in the guard's hold, eyes fixed on Tong with something close to heartbreak. Changkuk's voice breaking. You will regret this, Tong. We will never see each other again, never kiss again, never. This was trailed off into the bitter laugh, hollow and heavy, and then he turned it away, letting the guards drag him into the shadow of the hallway. Each the echo of the footstep and his laughter faded, leaving Tong trembling in silence, his father's eyes boring into him like knives.